What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today's episode is going to be on the Lexus. I'm on the road right now to get some parts, and then we're going to head over to my boy Nate's house. You guys have seen him, my partner. We're going to work on the radiator of the Lexus as well as the power steering pump. So stay tuned. So Sergio already started it. Should have started recording before, but so basically up here there's two brackets. Those two brackets, you take that off. They're 10mm bolts, right? And then actually I'm not sure what he did totally 100% since he's doing it. But basically you have to make sure you put a can on the bottom to catch all the liquid. There's two screws on the top holding the fan to that, so you open it up a little bit. There's other screws on the bottom for the fan also, which he's putting back on that other one. What you do is replace the complete air fans to the new radiator. I'll put the part number for the radiator that I got it from. But be prepared to throw a bunch of coolant and stuff on the floor. Yeah.
We don't have a catch can.
We don't have a catch can, so it just goes everywhere. Let's see. Yeah, so then what he's doing now is just putting the whole assembly back onto the new one. Pretty straightforward, just for people that know what they're doing. I kind of don't. But yeah, so it goes here. Pretty cool. We're actually putting the coilovers on our boy's Genesis. Helping them out a little bit. Line it up. So at the same time the Lexus is getting done by Nathan's dad, we're
Restart that.
so then go ahead. Right there. That one's in. Turn it. There you go. Hold on. There you go. Make sure you don't lose bolts by doing stuff like this. Perfect. It's in.
You got them on?
Yeah, all of them are on. Yep. So we're putting it back in. Lines up. Perfect.
¿Tú vas a pintar esto?
No.
Not today?
No.
Okay, give it to me.
So basically, a little rusty. These are the bolts I was talking about. It hooks up over there and right here. So it goes over here onto there. Held on by, it looks like 10mm bolts.
Half inch.
Okay.
13, 12, I think it is.
And it's pretty simple.
Metric. This is Japanese.
You gotta take off all the parts. There's a sensor here, somewhere on here. The intake has to move a little bit. There's a bunch of other wires over there that go and hoses. So everything has to come off for this to come off. That's one thing that we're gonna do. Yeah, so you could tackle the reservoir today too. And then while my boy is getting the coilovers installed. He's tying up their wiring so it won't be loose. Put another sensor back in. Fill up the car with new coolant. So we are also replacing the reservoir. I got a new high pressure hose, and I got this actually from overseas because the Lexus here wanted $300. I paid $100 Japan. So new reservoir, because the previous owner had cracked this somehow. This broke and he put JB Weld. So, and it was leaking brake fluid. So might as well just change it for a new one. You gotta take a bunch of clips out the high pressure and the low pressure hose. And then we gotta buy new clips, we gotta buy a new hose. But yeah, that's out now. See, that's the high pressure hose right there. Little mini project today. There you go. Oh. So there's the low pressure. It wasn't bad, but taking it out was very hard, so it's already corroded. We took it off. So what you need? I can put in the struts, the front struts already. So there's the original ones. Oh my god, it's heavy. With the lowering springs. So then he's switching to coilovers now. I believe they're Racelands. The bolts on top. It's pretty simple, just time consuming. We're gonna go to Auto Parts store to get some stuff, and we should be back. Sheesh. This boy did it. That boy right there. He can't even clear that no more. Now it's time to do the back. I think it's good. We're finishing up the Lexus. Sergio's putting the power steering back on. It should be good. All right. Radiator, everything's back together. Sorry with the noise. But the new reservoir is on. All the new clamps are on. Now time to pour coolant. Power steering. All right, it's in. We were able to also put this in for now, just because it was hitting right here a little bit. I don't know. I want to change this up. I gotta clean this up. Power steering is on. We gotta fill up more coolant, and this should be good to go. All right, so a little overview since we did this pretty fast. To take out the radiator, these two brackets, 1 bolt, 2 bolt, this comes out, this is loose. You take out a bolt here, you take out another bolt, it's here and here. This is for the fan, to loosen the fans. You can, I'd say take out the whole thing together. You release, basically this wire comes out, and then everything else stays plugged in. I'm gonna bring you to the old one. It's these wire, this plug. You said this was a transmission? The transmission lines are here. And then some more coolant lines, and then there's screws on the bottom that hold the fan onto there. So once you take it out, that whole piece comes out. This whole unit comes out. One, you swap it out outside the car. The fans, this coolant box onto the other side. When you put it back on, you make everything reverse. In this case, we put everything back, and then we focused on the power steering. We replaced the lines, the hoses, not the lines, and we refilled it, and looks better. No JB Weld. And then yeah, so now it's good. We just refilled it with coolant. So we filled it up with, it was like 1/4 and then like 3/4 over there. So you'll need like 2 coolants, 2 bottles of coolants, 2 gallons of those to fill it up completely. So we have to go buy some more. But we retested it. It's working good. It's not leaking no more. Car is good for now. Do a little cleanup later on. But this is done. Sorry we couldn't get really in detail. We were working on it, and we did it pretty quick. Well, Nathan's dad, Sergio, did it pretty quick. Now we're focusing on the Genesis and doing the suspension, the coilovers. The fronts came out perfect. We're doing the rears now. But yeah, so you can see here, this is the old radiator. Look at
What car is it?
Badass. It was. It was leaking actually from the other side on top. Very slowly, but it was leaking. And then at the end, it was just spitting everything, as you saw over there. And then this was the original power steering JB Weld. And then these are the lines, the high pressure and low pressure. And yeah, I went to Harbor Freight and got this pump to take out the fluid, so it'd be less of a mess. It came in clutch. Yeah, so pretty much Lexus is done. We have a lot more projects for it. We have the VIP interior going on. We have the new 3-piece wheels getting made or finished up because they're used. We're probably gonna do a video of the grill. Headlights are coming in. A couple stuff for the car before the show for Tuna Evo, December 17. But yeah, I'll finish up with this car. I'll show you the end result of this too. All right, so we filled it up now. I'm letting it run so I can cycle through the engine. Lexus is done, and our boy just finished the coilovers. Look at that heat meat. We can't go more in the back because he's already there. But it looks badass. And a couple days later, car's good. Been driving around for like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and take a look. It's not overheating. That's a regular temp, operating temp. So we fixed it. Thank you for all the support on all the platforms. Thank you for watching these videos. They help out a lot. End of the year. It's crazy. 2022 is already done. And thanks to you guys, it's been possible to have this car. The business has been running perfectly. All thanks to you guys. Next year, we're gonna come back harder. A lot more stuff for this car. And yeah, stay tuned. Thank you once again. Happy New Year's.